After running for 4 weeks, Invincible Season 4 has finally been concluded, and I can proudly say it is one of the best modern superhero storytelling there is right now. It's mature, gruesome, gritty, gory, brave, and touching some of the most sensitive topics there are in the world right now. Invincible Season 4 shows how broken Mark is right now, how exhausted he is from all the things that happened in previous seasons. Conquest, other dimensions, Mark destroying his world, and most importantly, Mark killing Armstrong Levi. He's conflicted, he's angry, he's confused with his actions and their consequences. But he also sees effect of those actions. His family is not getting hurt anymore. His world is safer than yesterday. This makes him question his morality, that what he did was very wrong, but sometimes it is the only way to solve problems. And this feeling of his shown in the entire season. We see this morality mask slipping off his face while fighting the dinosaur guy, while fighting the devil in the hell, and this mask almost slips off while fighting those Mars parasite creatures. And I say almost because in the next episodes, that mask completely slips off when he fights the Conquest again. This season is almost perfect, almost because the main thing that holds it back for being perfection is its animation. The animations are very lackluster to the point that you can see the PNG just moving here and there like One Punch Man Season 3. And this thing, you don't expect it from a billion dollars, multi-billion dollars company like Amazon. And it's not like you can just look over the animations because there is fight scenes in almost every episode of this season. And you can see where they put all the budget for those fight scenes. And it's very, very underwhelming and disappointing. And the blame doesn't fall on animators but Amazon Prime themselves because they are forcing these animators to flush out new season every year. They need to understand that we can wait for new season if it means the animations are good. The animators are given time to flush out the scenes and make them even more beautiful. That will eventually elevate the series to even more higher places. Now my all the criticism on animations have been done and want to speak on the story. And the story is absolute peak. We see complex relationship between Mark and Eve, Mark and Omni-Man. And speaking of Nolan, we see his change of heart, his redemption, and his will to make things right. But the people around him are not accepting it, and they are rightfully so. Because what he did cannot be forgiven or cannot be forget. What he did on the earth will always have a mark on people that are affected by his actions. But he's also trying to be a better person and most importantly a better father to Mark and Oliver. We see this fatherly side of Nolan when Mark is wounded after the fight with Conquest and him and Oliver are gathering sources to heal Mark on a planet for months. We see him wanting to make things right with Debbie, but it's simply not that easy. Not easy at all for him. We see him wanting to extend his own race so the universe will be at peace at last. This brings us to the Coalition and the Viltrumite War. which will eventually bring us to Thrag, or shall I say, Grand Region Thrag. He's one of the best aura farmers I've seen in the media. He lived up to all the hype. He lived up to the every single bit that was said about him. He's so overpowered that even the coalition overpowered guy, Space Racer, couldn't even stand against him. And the Space Racer guy is extremely overpowered. Like his gun can pass through anything, I mean anything, Wiltramite, planets, and even the entire universe. And Thrag didn't even flinch when Space Racer fired at him. Thrag is so overpowered that he punched Nolan so hard he fall on the ground from space. Then he punched him again from ground. He landed outside of the Viltrumite belt. He ripped apart Thaddeus, the leader of the coalition, like a paper. He put a hole in Nolan, and he is almost going to squish Mark's head till he sees Viltrum, his planet, get destroyed by those three. He sees how many Viltrumites left that he can count them on hand. So he chose mercy. He chose not to kill Mark simply because it's not worth it. After this, we see Thrag and his Viltrumites leave the war and go to the earth. This thing was quickly picked up by Mark, and he rushes back to earth to see his home, to see his people if they're still alive. And they are, but he gets these hallucinations, PTSD, that Thrag is killing all his loved ones, that the other Viltrumites are reaping havoc on earth. But those are just his hallucinations and not true. Until the end, when he was just free flying across the earth, he then finally came across Thrag. He first tries to fight him, but then eventually he realized he is no match for Thrag. Then Thrag tried to reason with him. Thrag gives him a deal that the other Viltrumites will live among humans, will dress like them, talk like them, and behave like them, of cost that he will never fight them. If he tries to fight them, he will destroy Earth and all its people. This makes Mark in deep dilemma. What will he do? Will he let Viltrumites live amongst normal people with a constant danger hanging above their head, or he tries to fight Thrag, which will result in destruction of his entire planet, and nobody will be a winner, nor Thrag or neither Mark. In the end, he make a truce with Thrag to save his people, to save his planet, to save his loved ones. And with that, Invincible Season 4 concludes itself. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope if you enjoyed my review, you will like and subscribe. Thank you whoever watched this video. See you again next time. Bye.